Hello, welcome to my channel, KSO channel. You've heard the Peribahasa Sikit Sikit, Lama Lama Jadi Bukit, the line that parents and teachers always like to use to instill the habit of saving money, and all that nilai nilai murni stuff we learned in moral class. This Malaysian guy applied the same principle, except in a not-so-moral way. Instead of saving up his own money, he stole money from other people, little by little, until he became a millionaire. People knew him as the 1-cent thief, although he didn't actually steal 1 cent. That part of the story is more of an urban myth. If he did though, that would be a more amazing story. Such dedication. Too bad the 1 cent is now defunct, but on the bright side, 5 cents faster to reach 1 million compared to 1 cent. This is the crazy story of how he managed to pull off such a stunt. He started out a regular bank executive, until he went for computer turn-in. It began when 25-year-old Aman Shah was working at Hakwa Bank, along jail in Rajalat, KL, as a young executive in 1990. A bit of background info on Hakwa Bank: it was established in 1951, registered in Sarawak, but then in 2001 it was absorbed by Public Bank. The man was described by his buds as a friendly guy, who liked meeting new people, and loved to joke, and he loved fast cars. It was this passion that got him caught later. According to a newspaper clipping, he was money market processing department chief, earning about Rm 1,800 a month. Frankly, it's quite hard to find information about him on Google, so we relied on old newspaper clippings people uploaded on the internet. The former accounting student from University Teknologi Mara was quite an efficient employee, and soon he was trusted to manage customer accounts. He didn't dive right into crime at first, but all that changed when the bank sent him for computer training. It was then that he learned the ins and outs of computer banking, and without anyone suspecting, hatched a genius plan that fooled even Bank Negara. Armed with computer knowledge and his new role as head of the department that processed Bank Negara's system Pemindahan Elektronikon Tuk Dana Dan Security, Speeds, Aka the fund and transfer system. He set Speeds to transfer money every day from every customer account in Hakwa Bank into his own account in Bank Bhumiputra. And he successfully did this until he amassed He bought 6 luxury cars and openly displayed them in Bukit Bintang. After a man became rich from other people's money, he left Hakwa Bank to open his own advertising company, Bistro, near KL. So what next? Spend the money, duh. He chose to park his cash in automobiles. You know, if you save Rm 10 a day, you could buy a Parajua Axia SC edition in 10 years, provided prices haven't inflated by then, or they stop producing Axia. But he wasn't content to buy a modest car. Nope, it had to be luxury cars for him, fulfilling his dreams since high school. He bought a Lamborghini Countach at Rm 1.3 mil, Mercedes-Benz 300 SL at Rm 502,000, Mercedes-Benz 300E at Rm 192,000, Porsche 928 S4 at Rm 638,000, Porsche Carrera at Rm 350,000, and BMW 329i at Rm 68,000. To give a better perspective on these purchases, a Proton Saga cost only about Rm 30,000 at the time. The Lambo and Porsche Carrera were specially flown in from London, whereas the BMW 329i was a used car. He paid for all of them by cash. 3 of them were unregistered, and he didn't have to pay import tax, while 2 were registered under his name, and another was registered to his girlfriend, Rahavivi Abu. What an odd name. To protect his unusual assets, a man parked his luxury cars at an exhibition center at Plaza Bukit Bintang, and would take them out for a spin whenever he wanted to. He was smart not to park them at his home, or surely the neighbors would start asking questions. As if that wasn't flashy enough, he appeared on national TV. We could only find the opening sequence of Sekapur Sir, not the episode with the man in it. Screenshot from Carol Hazim Zainudin on YouTube. This guy's bravado knows no bounds. You would think, if he was careful not to keep his 6 luxury cars at home, he would be careful not to appear in the limelight, but when TV3's talk show Sekapur Sir invited him to the program, he agreed to go on. In that episode, he talked about his fancy rides. As it happens, his former manager at Hakwa Bank watched the episode, and that was the beginning of the end of his dream life. Dun dun dun. Immediately, Mr. Manager, he's not named in the newspaper report, smelled something fishy about Aman's lifestyle, so the following day, he did some internal audits, and was shocked by what he discovered. Rm 4.1 million disappeared from the bank customers' accounts. The manager lodged a police report at Campbell Police Station, otherwise known as Dang Wangi Police Station, on 8 June 1990. 3 days later, the police arrested Aman Shah at a condominium in Bangsar, 11 June. Game over. The Sessions Court found him guilty of criminal breach of trust under Section 408 of the Penal Code on 7 occasions, between 26 January to 27 March 1990. Judge Haji Muhammad Nur Abdullah sentenced him to 5 years jail. By this time, Aman was 26 years old. Throughout the court trial, he chose to remain silent, and he appeared calm when the sentence was read. The small courtroom was packed with his family members. In defending him, Aman's lawyer Muhammad Shafi Abdullah said his client was not himself ever, since he got into an automobile accident in 1989, where he sustained head injuries. According to his father, after recovering from his accident, Aman Shah entertained grandiose ideas of owning a jet plane. But then his friends said he memang liked fast cars from high school though. Sadly, with all the wealth he acquired through criminal means, Aman couldn't even post bail, which was set at Rm 200,000 by the judge. Finally, he was sent to Pudu prison. This case was the talk of the town in the 90s, but we don't know what happened to Aman after that. No news of his release from prison after 5 years. He is not the first and only bank personnel to have stolen from his workplace. Bank Nagar clerk Harun Osman was jailed 5 years and fined Rm 50,000 for stealing Rm 22.2 million in May 1989. A high-profile case is the one of former Bumiputera Malaysia Finance (BMF) chief Lauren S. Osman, who was charged with 39 counts of fraud and corruption relating to $800 million, Rm 2.5 billion then, between December 1979 and October 1983. He served only 1 year in jail. Moral of the story is, if you want to commit a crime, don't boast about your riches on TV.
Oh my god!
And that's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more video like this.